Hello and welcome to another podcast of Zacks and the City. I'm your co-host, Zack98.
And I'm Zack Bachelor.
Tune to the music.
All right, Zach.
Yes.
It's that time of year again.
What time of year?
It is U.S. election season.
It is U.S. elections. Are we getting
Indeed.
political?
We're getting so political on this podcast because
Oh, shoot.
it always comes up in Germany. You can't escape it.
No.
It is, everybody asks, especially like when they find out you're American. It's
Yeah.
like they just immediately are like,
Who you
"What
gonna
about the
vote for
election?
treasury?
What's going on? Like
Who you gonna vote for your police chief officer?
And it's not even like it doesn't impact. I mean, I guess it kind of impacts them.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like the politics of this country, but it's like I think it's like reality TV for them a little bit. Like they just love to they love the drama.
Especially,
want to hear everything.
U.S. is loud when it comes to politics. I guess it has there's a lot of international impact with how some of them do decisions. But yeah, it is crazy. I mean, I don't want to say crazy. I guess I want to watch how I'm wording it. But it's surprising how much attention it gets here.
Yeah.
When you're in the U.S. I've never thought about a European election, I'll be honest. There's never been ever.
It's never in the news, or you'd need to be like really niche, like on Wikipedia somewhere to even know what's going on.
And it's very important to vote with everything. But it's quite interesting how fixated some Europeans are on the U.S. election.
Yeah.
I know I have like some people that I know that are like from Germany, and they like repost so much American political stuff, which
like if it's like if it was happening here. Like these people can't even vote in the election, so like all your Instagram followers, they're not voting anyways. They can't do anything except
it's quite a interesting time. Voting's coming.
Yeah, it is kind of funny because we can't, like, neither of us are citizens in Germany, so we can't even vote in Germany. So like when elections roll around here, it's like the opposite. Everyone's talking about the election and stuff, and you're just like, I can't vote. And
I'll be honest, I don't know much about German politics.
And it's like there's only like a limited reason to really learn about it, because it's like I can't vote anyways. Like I'm paying taxes, but I can't vote. So but we can vote in the U.S. elections. So that's something I always try to do. It's
for American, if there's Americans listening to this, how did you get your ballot? Did you?
I went online. There's so I went, basically it's like, I think from state to state it's kind of different, but my address, like my last address in the U.S. is in Michigan, and so I went on the Michigan website, and there's like a page that kind of explains what you have to do as an absentee voter abroad, and they have like special rules for like military and non-military people overseas, and then you basically send them a letter in the mail to register to vote, and then they send you back an email, and then you take the PDF that they send you in the email, print it out, and then send it back to them in the mail. Like it's kind of like a half electronic, half mail system, which is kind of random, but that's how it is.
And that's how you do it, and you just mail it in. I don't know if there's any like consulate perks where if you could go to I have no idea if you can go to a consulate at all and vote.
I think it's possible. Yeah, I think the consulate does it. The only like real consulate I feel like in Germany is Frankfurt,
and
or
Munich.
At least and Munich has one too.
Yeah,
okay.
Munich has a consulate, U.S. consulate. It's right by the surf, that surfing river thing.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of that.
Is that in the Tiergarten?
No, that's
Munich people are gonna kill
Berlin.
me. What's it called? The park
No, it's
English
garden. No, I don't think so. I think this is a little farther away, but it's like right next to it. Because I was at this. Watching these surfers go in this what is it? Eisbach something.
Eisbach, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. They were surfing on this man-made surf thing, and I'm walking, and I just see I saw the United States eagle, and I was like, What? Why is this
official.
here? And then I realized it's a consulate, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. But it made me like confused for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's coming up.
For renewing my passport, I had to do it through Frankfurt, or maybe I don't remember. Maybe I just chose Frankfurt because it's closer. But I ended up like mailing them a thing to get my passport. But I could have gone there and done it in person too.
Yeah. I remember with passport wise, dude, I got my passport the few months before my first time in Germany, which was in high school. I didn't have a passport at all until high school. I don't even know if there's a lot of people in the U.S. that don't have passports.
Yeah.
That's not a common thing. But I got it, in 2016. And I have to renew mine in 2026. I thought that day was never going to come, dude. That felt like so long when I was in high school. I was like, crazy. Oh, I'm good for like, can't even like picture 2026 now, dude. Oh my gosh, 2025 is creeping up on us now. It's like crazy.
I mean, that's what it was like for me, like 2012, I think I got my first passport.
Yeah.
And then 2022, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Like 2012 was like what was on the radio? That was like, I think California Girls by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Like LMFAO.
You remember? Did you ever see the OG YouTuber wannabe rapper Krispy Kreme? Krispy Kreme 2012. It's like, dude, this thing's so old. It's pretty funny.
Do you remember? I think it was 2012. Do you remember Coney 2012? Does that ring a bell to you?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds familiar.
It was like some dude in Africa was like some, like, I don't know, white dude was like going around Africa and being like, there's this like evil warlord guy named Coney and we got to stop him. So donate to my fund to stop Coney from doing whatever in Africa. And like, everyone was like freaking out and spreading it on social media and like, Coney 2012 guys, hashtag Coney 2012. They were changing their profile.
So
picture.
I assume this was a scam.
And in the end, it was a scam. It was like the dude just like took the money and just took off. Yeah, it was hot. God, that was like crazy. That's crazy. Like one of those. It's like a throwback whenever you hear that. 2012.
Where was I? How old was I in 2012?
You're young.
Yeah, because high school is 2013, 2014, I believe.
Yeah.
So then 2012 would have been 7th grade.
Yeah. That would have been... I started high school 2010. 9. So I would have been, 9th or 10th grade.
Yeah, crazy. Time flies, man.
I could drive, dude.
Yeah.
Like that first year, for me at least, the year where you get a car, like that would have been 2012 for me when I started driving. The whatever songs are playing on the radio that year, that like... is just imprinted on you for the rest of your life. Like specifically that year, the first year of driving. Yeah. Like you're listening to the radio all the time. You're just jamming it. You're driving around with your friends for the first time. Like it's all this like new experiences and the songs that are playing in that year. It's just like, you never forget.
Imagine you Germans being 16 and then you are able to drive without a parent.
Yeah.
I was 15 with a parent.
That's right. People here, what is it, 18 or something?
18.
Oh, that's crazy.
If they do it. I mean, not everybody has the possibility to do it. It is expensive here too. Like they're I don't know, it's like what, $3,000 to do your driver's license?
Yeah, I think
here?
so.
It's like insane. I did it through my school. I think we paid like $300 to do the first session, and then second session was probably $100. But 16, you can drive in the U.S. Here, they're drinking and smoking.
And you know what the best thing is? When we like transferred our licenses over to Germany, depending what country you come from and stuff, sometimes you have to like redo driver's ed or redo the TAT. Yeah, and like depending on the U.S. state, there's a whole list of all 50 states, and they each have a different like requirement. Like, but in Michigan, we're lucky enough that this $300 driver's ed course we did in the license we got from that is just 100% transferable to Germany. So we didn't have to do anything.
We translated it. Yeah. We paid $75 for somebody to like translate date of birth.
It's an English document. We have to translate it into German. It's so unnecessary.
And it's very basic.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
yeah, exactly. Like eye color and like, yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't even put organ donor on my German driver's license. Very sad. And in the U.S., I guess in Germany, you have to have a whole separate card if you want to be an organ donor.
Yeah.
And in the U.S., it's just let's just put onto your license, because your license is also your ID card.
Yeah.
So your license is not just a driver's license. It counts as an ID card and counts as whether or not you're an organ donor.
Yeah.
In the U.S., I'm an organ donor. Here, I don't think I am, because
you
I
need
don't have
the Organspendeausweis. It's a separate card.
I know. You need a separate. It's weird. Why are we... Dude, my wallet only holds so many cards.
And then you got all the coins in there, too. Everyone here's the wallet must be that thick. It weighs like 10 pounds.
That's a lot of stuff,
It's brutal.
But, yeah.
And the other thing that's awesome with the license is here there's 2 licenses. You get a license to drive a manual car or an automatic, or you can just get the automatic only license. And you have to take your driver's test in a manual car to have like the general license that
do we have a general license?
We only have the general. So I took my driver's test in an automatic.
Me too.
And when we transferred it over, it became the general license, because the US they don't have a difference between manual and automatic. So even though I never took a driver's test in a manual, I can drive a manual here. So
yeah. I've only drove a manual car a very select few times. I know how it works. I understand.
In theory.
I understand the mechanism. I can. I'm like
concepts of a plan of how to drive a manual car.
Sometimes it's just like, I mean, I can drive one here. Yeah. If it's a situation where I gotta take control and be like, yo, I'll get us out of here.
Oh yeah.
Might stall like 8 times. I'm like, it's like a serious situation.
Dude, on the Stuttgart hills,
someone's chasing me. I'm like. And you're like telling the person, hey, no, stop. Before you're chasing me, just stop for a second. Let me get this going. And you got to have equal rights right now. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to stall every time. There was one time in the U.S., my friend had a Ford. Oh, what was it called? What was those old trucks? 2-seater truck.
Ranger?
No, Ford.
Older than a Ranger.
Yeah, it's Ford. Oh, it's an old truck. I don't remember.
Maverick? I don't even know what it.
No, it's numbers. It says numbers.
Just like was it like an?
It's
F10,
a truck.
or how did they?
It might have been an F10. It might have been like an F10. It's like a
really old like 80s or something.
Yeah,
retro.
2-seat truck. It's very small, super small. Rangers it's probably pretty big compared to this one.
A Ranger's pretty small too, but yeah, I know.
But like. Yeah, I was driving this dude. He's like teaching me how to drive stick, because his parents, like when you're 16, a lot of times you have people who get like nice cars, but most people get like I got like a $2,000 Chevy Malibu, 2002.
Yeah.
Got my driver's license in 2014, 2015. And I drove a 2002 Malibu. So that thing was pretty old, 18 years old or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I drove automatic, and my friend had this 1995 F10. I'm pretty sure it's an F10.
Yeah.
And he's teaching me how to drive manual. And I was like, dude, thanks for teaching me. We started easy. We started in a parking lot, just at a big parking lot, and just practicing my getting into first gear, moving to second. But you can only go so many gears in a parking lot, man.
Yeah.
Then you're like, I think I'm ready for the big boy street. This is how I learned manual, guys. with my 16-year-old friend.
Yeah.
And then we're out there, and I'm like, let's go to there's a ice cream shop called the Door Dairy Ranch.
Door Dairy Ranch.
We call it the DDR.
The DDR.
We call it the DDR. DDR.
Just going to the
Door
DDR.
Dairy Ranch. But now that I'm in Germany, it doesn't sound so splendid.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to Door Dairy Ranch. And yeah, and I'm driving, and the dairy ranch is on the left.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I gotta make a left
dreaded left turn.
Left turns, sometimes you can just flow with it, but a lot of times you're stopping, let cars pass, and then you go. Well, I was unfortunate that cars were coming, so I had to, put it into neutral, and then move it to first gear to go take my left. So I'm on like in the left turning lane, and these cars are passing. Then it's like, it's my time to go. I go, boom, stall it. Dude, there's a car coming.
Like you turned into the lane.
I turned and then like when I'm in the other lane, I just stalled it.
Oh no.
And I'm like panicking, like, what do I do? I'm like trying and I can't catch the clutch. My friend's just like, here, let's switch. We both get out
in the middle of the road.
Run and switch, and then he just like takes control and
oh boy.
Yeah. He drove back. I didn't drive after that.
And this dude can drive a manual legally on German streets. Can't you believe
that? Yeah.
Actually, I also learned in a pickup truck. In an old Ranger manual. What was at my girlfriend at the time's house? They had like this old pickup truck just sitting behind the shed, and her dad didn't want to like have to get up every time and move the cars around.
Yeah.
And he didn't think he didn't want to send like a lady or a girl out, when it was dark or whatever to go move the cars. So he's like, I'm just going to teach you how to drive manual on our old pickup truck so that you can go out and move the cars around. Because they had like a bunch of cars and a bunch of them were manual. Like I think they had like, all the like 4 daughters. And so there was always like 4 cars in their driveway. And I think 3 of the 4 were manual or something. So I learned just so I could like chauffeur these cars around.
Hey, that was like one of the reasons I was thinking about why I was trying to learn manual, was because I was thinking about getting a job at JW. I think it was a JW Marriott in Grand Rapids, because I was like, in high school I could valet and make some good money. Hey. But to be a valet, it's mandatory that stick. Yeah. Just in case like they don't want to reject somebody because their freaking valet person doesn't know how to drive their car. Yeah. And you can make good money on tips in the U.S. doing valet. So just saying, it would have been a good gig, but I ended up not doing it just because of things. And interesting enough, that's 16-year-old me driving a car trying to learn manual, and I stalled it in the middle of the road and I was scared. But look at me now.
Hey,
I drove a manual here before.
Yeah.
Not really on like crazy roads, but
little Audi A1.
Yeah, just on very minimal roads here. I drove.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah. It's not my most confident skill I have though. I'm not like, if I'd be the last one to raise my hand to drive the manual.
Yeah.
But I have another funny segment we gotta do.
All right.
We are. Wait, I gotta redo this. Welcome to How German is Zack Bachelor.
Oh.
I'm your host, Zach. Now let's test Zack Bachelor German.
That's me. I'm Zack Bachelor.
So, first question of this quiz I found online. I gotta make sure because it gets staticky when the phone's there. Which famous German is known for walking barefoot and cutting his own hair?
Walking barefoot.
Walking barefoot and cutting his own hair.
Oh boy, is this do I get like questions? Do I get is this like a political person? Is this
okay, so I can give you, it is multiple choice.
Okay. All right.
I'll give you one guess without multiple choice though.
One guess without multiple choice. German. Walking barefoot.
Walking barefoot, cutting his own hair. It's not. This
is a tricky one. All right, I got to think like, so that's a little hippie. So maybe someone from like the 60s, 70s. What Germans do I know from the 60s?
I can give you a clue.
All right. Do you have a clue?
It's getting a little static. What's my clue without giving away? I'll just say, he's old.
He's old. Oh, is it the dude who did the song with Apache?
I don't even know him, but no.
I'm not
it's not him. That's your choice. So we go multiple choice.
All right, we got multiple choice.
Is it Ludwig from Beethoven?
Oh, old.
Is it Albert Einstein? Is it Johann Wolfgang von Goethe or Dieter Bohlen?
Dieter Bohlen.
I don't know who Bohlen is.
These guys are way older than I was thinking. All right. Cutting his own hair and barefoot.
Barefoot.
Albert Einstein.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh.
But like when you look at Albert's hair, you kind of like, yeah, he probably cut
I mean, it's
that.
kind of just like a cloud. Like it's
It's like
very,
there's
I could
fizzy
see, you
and
just
everything.
kind of clip it, like just a general shape. Very chaotic what he's got going up there.
It is. All right. Next question.
Uh-huh.
Germans are known for punctuality. Which of the following time measuring inventions originated in Germany? Stopwatch, sundial, cuckoo clock, atomic clock.
I feel like this is a trick question because the obvious one would be cuckoo clock, but then that wouldn't be the answer, right? Because it's too German. It's like, I feel like it's got to be one of the other ones because that would everyone would guess cuckoo clock. So that's probably like from, where else would that be from? Oh, come on. It's got to be cuckoo clock.
Ding, ding, ding. That's
All right.
correct.
So I'm
It is
overthinking
cuckoo
it.
clock.
I thought it was a trick question.
Guys, sorry, I don't have my glasses on or contacts. That's why I'm kind of like trying to read these. And I can't bring the phone close because
Well,
you
yeah,
kind of
you
hear it a little bit. It gets kind of static.
Radio waves or something
Yeah.
interfering.
Okay, which of the following sweets originated in Germany? Cotton candy, chocolate, gummy bears, or baklava?
Gummy bears.
Correct. The gummy bears originated in Germany, and they were created by Hans Riegel in the 1920s.
Hans Riegel.
Riegel, dude.
A lot of
Good
very
old
important Hanses in history, you know.
Yeah. The most famous festival in Germany is without any doubt Oktoberfest, where millions gather to drink beer for 17 days. When does Oktoberfest start? This is a tough one, right? In July, in August, September, or October?
Just a month? That was September.
Yeah, that was easy.
Like, these are getting easier.
I didn't read
the
these
first one was so much
questions.
harder than the rest
That
of
one was. That was dumb. Like those are easy. Cuckoo clock, dude. Everybody knows.
I thought it was a trick question.
I'm not really liking this quiz. We might have to find another one next podcast. Berlin also loves beer, but its also most famous festival has quite a different theme. Which is it? Love, death, beauty, selfishness.
Love.
Yes.
All right.
Oktoberfest and love parades are known worldwide, but what is the theme of the festival in Ludwigsburg?
Pumpkins.
Yes.
That one was actually not an easy one.
No,
but because we live so close to Ludwigsburg.
I think most Germans would struggle with that one.
Yeah. Pumpkins. I haven't been there though. You've been there. I haven't made it out there.
I did a video there. Check it out. German is famous for combining multiple words into one. How many words does the longest word in the German language have?
All right. I'm going to...
No, this question is wrong. It says how many words does the longest word... It's actually meaning how many letters. I don't know who wrote this.
Does it actually mean letters?
Yeah,
Like
because
the answer is like...
the answers is A, 45 letters, B, 51 letters,
Yeah, okay.
63 letters,
All right.
or 79 letters.
I'm going to try to think. I feel like the longest word... Without like writing it down, it's going to be hard to guess the letters. But I think it's... Well, there's like two of them, depending on who you ask. One of them is like the Rindfleischüberwachungsbeauftragter, Überwachungsgesetzbeauftragter. That's it?
I don't know.
And then the other one is like the Donauschifffahrt, Dampfschifffahrt, blah, blah, blah.
Something.
Rindfleischüberwachungs...
How many letters?
How many letters? 50. I don't know.
There's only 51 we'll go with then.
51?
Wrong. It's 79.
79?
That's a long...
Does it say what the word is?
It's Donaudampfschifffahrt.
That's the one. Okay.
You want to read it?
The Donaudampfschifffahrts-Elektrizitäten-Hauptbetriebswerk-Bau-Unterbeamtengesellschaft.
Yeah,
So that one. Yeah, I feel like there's two different words that are often considered like the longest German word. It's like a.
Okay, this
All
one,
right.
this is a controversial, because I think this is not German.
Okay.
All right, I think this quiz might be made by an American. I don't know.
There was already one thing on here that wasn't German. We'll get to that on the end.
All right. Which decoration do Germans hide in the Christmas tree? A pickle, a butterfly, beer can, soccer ball.
All right, so the answer is probably a pickle.
Yes, but dude, I don't
think they do it. Yeah.
I made a video every year. New one will come out again just because I think it's funny with my nephews. But every time the comments are like, I've never seen this in Germany. No one hides a pickle in Germany. But yeah, I don't think that's actual tradition. I don't know where that comes from. All right, next question. What was the main material used on Trabant body panels?
Trabant. That's the car.
Is it A, steel, B, aluminum, C, carbon fiber, or plastic?
I think plastic. I feel like is that the one from East Germany? The Trabant.
Yes, it's made of Duroplast, a type of hard plastic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they kind of tried that with Saturn in the U.S. a little bit in like the early 2000s. Plastic body panels. It didn't really catch on. They look kind of ugly.
What color is the lowest band of the German flag?
I'm looking around if there's a German flag somewhere in this room. Why do I not know this?
Something so ubiquitous, but it's hard to remember what the order is.
Is it? No, for real. This is the hardest question.
Dun 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 dun.
It's definitely it's either black, red, yellow, or yellow, red, black, right? I'm like trying to visualize the flag in my head. It's definitely not yellow, red, black. That looks wrong. Was the question the bottom one?
Yeah.
Bottom one is gold, I'm going to say.
It's yellow.
Is it yellow or is it gold?
It said yellow, but
I think it's technically
Germans probably will say gold.
Yeah.
And that is the quiz. Good job.
Woo! I think I did okay. Not out of 10 German. But technically, Albert Einstein isn't German. He is, at least as an adult, he was a dual Swiss and American citizen. But he didn't keep his German citizenship.
This is where I said probably American made this. But we'll come back with a quiz again in the next podcast. It'll be a different quiz. This one was I should have looked over those questions. I could have did that quiz.
Yeah, some of those were kind of easy. The cuckoo clock. Where else would that be from? Yeah, some of them it's like if you had never been to Germany, then it might be tricky. Like the Oktoberfest starts in September kind of thing. But come on, for Zack Bachelor, you gotta get me some next level questions.
Simple.
All right, so we had a party this weekend.
We did have a party this weekend,
and we played a little beer pong.
We did play beer pong.
Water in the cups. But,
water, only water. It's cleaner.
There was some argument.
Yeah,
like some little bit of fighting going on. I noticed with the beer pong rules. What's going on with that?
Germans don't also understand house rules. They don't respect house rules. So like the thing is, a lot of Germans think it's one way and that's the only way you play it. But in the U.S., you have like the general rules, but then there are house rules.
There's something about if you make the first ball, then like people were taking the cup away, and then everyone was like, "You can't take the cup away."
No, you can't.
So there was something where like people would just take the first cup away when you took made the first ball, and it was like you should leave it there so that the second person has a chance to hit the same cup and get like the 3 cups.
Yeah.
So there was that. I think there was a rule where, which I know this. I've always played with this rule where if the ball bounces off of like the rim of one of the cups and lands in another cup, then you get 2. Both of the cups. Yeah. Like the one it touched first and the one it landed in. It
has to hit the inside of the cup. Like rim the inside.
And people didn't like that here. They were like,
Really?
That's not a rule. Yeah.
No, I've always. That's not even house rules. That's like basic knowledge.
Yeah.
You skim one cup, get the other. I mean, it's like a double whammy.
It's like a cultural thing. They have different rules in Germany.
I mean, I've been to a German party where they played on a freaking laundry hamper. And dude, that is so close to each other.
I know.
That's like
drop it in.
I mean, that's like I was almost like stepping back because I wanted like first it's on a tilt too, which gives you just automatically advantage because it's like, yo, just throw it into me, whatever. And then and it's pretty hard to do the double whammy with that, like hit one and get another when it's like tilted. But it was also so close, so then I would like step back so I could like give myself a little bit of a challenge.
3-ball it.
Yeah. But that's interesting. Yeah. But house rules always. First, play with water. It's more hygienic, and if you are having your own party, then it also is cleaner. You don't have to worry about stickiness and walls getting disgusting. And so we play with water. But yeah, there was some weird. There was also one time I was playing with Pep. I think it was, and it was you and somebody else.
Yeah.
And the other dude was German, and something happened. I think this was a redemption shot. He like thought since he missed, I think you made it, he missed, that the game was over. Yeah. And Pep and I were so confused because you made it and we should keep playing. Yeah. But he just like, oh, game's over. And I was like,
he was just done playing. He was like,
Pep and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Let's just go with it.
We take those.
We'll take that easy dub then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was quite interesting.
No, I had that in my old Vega once. I just had like my one little room and then like the living room, and I had my birthday party once and had a bunch of people over, and I decided like just our living room wasn't quite big enough, so I opened up my room to like the party too. I like leaned my bed against the wall and like brought some chairs in so people could like have a little area to chill. And then I had like my little IKEA table, and like people just out of nowhere, I didn't even like really plan this, but they just started playing Rage Cage on my little IKEA table, like in my bedroom, which is like unfortunate. Like the living room would have been fine, but the bedroom was like, I would have asked them to move to the living room if I had like seen it happening. But I was like in the other room. I don't know. Didn't see it. And then I just like, I come back into my bedroom and see people like playing Rage Cage. I'm just like, oh, that's something, you know. But I think at the time, like it was later at night. I had some drinks. I was like, awesome, Rage Cage. Didn't really think about it. And then like later we went out into the city, and then eventually I came back, and it was like just me coming back to my apartment, and it was all, you know, sticky floors and everything. And then like I got into my room where they were playing Rage Cage, and it was like the stickiest floors in the whole house. Like it was so messy. There was so much spilled beer. And I still had to like put my bed down and like find a place to sleep that wasn't just like sticky. It was like sticky everywhere. It was so, and I didn't want to like have to get out the mop and like mop up my floor and stuff at like 4 a.m. So I just like slept like in the corner, like just on like half of my mattress, like leaned up against the wall, like just to try to like stay out of like the sticky zone.
Oh man. Hey, you live and you learn. Live and you learn.
It was something. Yeah, the sticky floors. Rage Cage is brutal though, because it just like,
also called Stat Cup.
You just prey upon the people that are like
I know
too
as
drunk,
Stat
and
Cup.
they start the reaction time gets slowed down and the coordination is worse, and then they just have to drink more and more because they just can't get the ball in the cup anymore. Yeah, it's like it's always brutal to watch. Like you just watch one person just. I swear, like it's always one guy that drinks like half of the drinks on the table.
Get screwed. Yeah, crazy. But it was a good party.
Yeah,
it was fun. So cool.
Yeah.
How does it feel being 29 Jahre alt?
I'm too old. Wake up every morning with back pain.
Yeah. Well, I think this can conclude our podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
We will see you guys next week.
Yeah. Peace.